Good afternoon. Mr. Taylor coming at you again from Northwest Rankin Middle School. Look, just wanted to give everybody an update, be transparent about what's going on. A lot has happened since our last video on Friday. Getting better, but here's where I want to start. Again, the parents, once again, let me brag and commend the behavior of your children today with the mask. I get it. I get all sides of it and I understand. But the expectations that were set aside for your children to wear the mask, they lived up to them. They did a great job. I think we only handed out literally like 34 masks out of 1,400 kids. So great job there. We had them distanced during lunch. Here and there we had a few. They said, young man, young lady, if you could, get your mask. Yes or no, sir. They got it up. So once again, as I say all the time, young men and women are only going to do what we allow them to do. The expectation was to wear the mask, and they did a wonderful job. So hats off to them. I said from the get-go, we're always going to do what's best for your children under the guidelines that are set under us. And so these were the guidelines, and they lived up to it. So a wonderful job there. So make sure you tell your children that. Couple updates. Look, car riders are getting there. I think yesterday we got out at 8:10. Today we got out at 8:03. Couple of adjustments right there. We did start a little bit early at 7:20. And what we did is we moved those children to the gym and had them sit there for about 7 or 8 minutes. And, guys, we can't unload at 6:30. So we just had them there, and at 7:30 when the school day started, we dispersed them to their classrooms, and we were able to get a little flow going. So good job there. We got a little backed up day on Vine Street, but we worked with Flowwood PD, and they're going to come alleviate that traffic in the morning. So, hats off to you. Thank you for your patience. We're getting there. Understand with, I think Friday, I know yesterday we clocked it and we were right at 1,050 cars on campus. We got those through in 45 to 50 minutes. So, regardless of how quick we do it, it's still going to be a little bit of time there. But, safety of your child is important. And we're going to do it in the most efficient way possible. Car dismissal is getting better, guys. I get it. We're trying to. It's even more difficult, loading the cars up. And I told you from the get-go, it's my job to figure out a way to do that, and we're working on it right now. Here's what's so important. Coach Purvis will be coming out with a short video, but that Google form where we put your car rider line in is essential. Because what that does is that populates a spreadsheet for our teachers to see that you, the parent, is outside waiting to pick your child up. And we only release children out of the classroom to go to the car rider line once their car rider number is seen. We had an instance today where a parent was texting a student, and teacher wouldn't let them out of the room. The teacher wasn't going to let them out of the room because their car rider line was not established. And that is what they, if that was the case, then everybody would be running around. So we're going to do some things to help communicate that better. I know 3 instances a day. I said, I've never done this before. My cousin, my sister, my so-and-so sent me to pick up the car rider line. What do I do? All right, so when we do that, that is where we get log jammed at the car rider line, simply because we have to call the child out. And the child's name is not populated on the spreadsheet. So the Google form is important. It'll always be located where Officer Craig is every day, because that gets you closer to the end of the line, and that populates it. So then we can start dismissing by the groups or when you populated that spreadsheet. Some of the tricks, if they on GroupMe and you populate it while you're on the way, then your child will be released and will be sitting outside for a long period of time till you get there. So just a couple of things there. Like I said, we'd love to visit with you if you have questions about that or you don't like it. I mean, that's, we don't have all the answers, but I'd love to hear any suggestions, input you got to make it better. But what we're doing right there is a good system. We just got to work out the kinks, and we're getting there. Buses got here at 340, released at 351. So getting better there. They're getting in and getting out. We're getting our routes down, getting our roads to where they need to be. So that is improving slightly. But once again, those things that all I talked about, car rider, car dismissal, buses, that is my job to get fixed, and we're getting it. And I told you Friday that you were going to see some results. Not saying it's where each one of y'all want it to be, but we're getting there. But the thing that as I leave that I'm so excited about is what the future holds for these young men and women 6th through 8th. That they're getting where they're supposed to be. They're growing socially, they're growing emotionally, and we're about to start cranking up, growing them instructionally. And so they're living under the guidelines that have been set before us, and we're looking for a wonderful year. As always, if there's anything we can do, please feel free to give us a call, and looking forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.